Hello and welcome to another one in our Be a Better Realtor series. These videos are designed to make you better as a realtor in the practice of a transaction. There are lots of resources about getting the next lead, finding more clients, getting more leads, getting more listings, but there are very few videos that focus on what to do once you have a transaction and be the best that you can during that process. So this video is about requests for repairs. And the audience that's intended to watch this video are buyer's agents representing a buyer in a transaction. Okay, so you have done the inspections and you've reached the time to request for repairs. Let's take a look at a flawed request for repairs. Okay, so here we have a request for repairs where the agent has numbered the things that the buyers want done. And those numbers correspond to the inspection report. You can see them right here. But take a look at number 3. Professionally clean and neutralize all carpet to ensure stress-free habitat for dog. Now, how in the world is a seller supposed to know what exactly you want done to the carpet to make sure it's a stress-free habitat for a dog? They couldn't know that because that is a somewhat subjective way of saying you want the carpets cleaned. But the buyers might have had a very clear idea in mind of what they wanted to make sure the carpets were as clean as could be. But they didn't really express it. They just kind of guessed at what would be the best way to say it. That just isn't very clear. Maybe there's several different levels of carpet cleaning. I would imagine if a carpet cleaner comes out to the house, they're going to say we have our basic treatment, we have our hypoallergenic treatment, we have our super duper incredible treatment. You have to make it very clear to the sellers. You want to make it clear as to what you want done. Next, take a look at the numbers there. Now you see, I'm going to focus on number 24, which I have right here. This is from the inspection report. And what this says is, number 24, there is inadequate clearance to combustibles in the vicinity of the heating unit. That would be the furnace. An increased margin of safety would be achieved by providing additional clearance. Okay, great, but how much clearance is that supposed to be? Is it 2 inches? Is it 5 inches? Chances are the buyers don't know how many inches they need. And the sellers are totally not going to know. So as a result, they're really not clear what it is you want done. Imagine this nightmare scenario. The sellers decide that, well, maybe 3 additional inches will be enough. So they go ahead and they jack the heater up 3 inches and agree to that repair, and they say it's done. And then later, there's some kind of problem with the heater after the house closes, and now the HVAC contractor comes out, and he or she says, oh no, this should have been 6 inches of additional clearance. 3 is definitely not enough. Guess who the buyers are likely to come at and say is responsible for dealing with this? They're probably going to call you, their realtor, first, because they expect that you know how to negotiate the proper thing. You and I both know that you are not an HVAC contractor, but the buyers are going to lump you into that category because you wrote up the request for repairs. Okay? Let's take a look at another one. This one here was on the inspection request list. The garage door opener operated properly to raise and lower the door, including the auto reverse mechanism. However, the light sensors were mounted too high on the frame, which could pose a safety hazard. So if we go back here, we can see that what the buyers requested is that the sellers repair the following items, including that. But because of the way this was described in the inspection report, it's not clear how many inches lower to the ground should it be. Should it be 1 inch off the ground? Should it be 3 inches off the ground? We're not sure. And if the buyers are not sure, you can rest assured the sellers are not going to be sure either. So when you think of requests for repairs, you want to think of very specific things that you, the buyer's agent, can tell the seller's agent that the buyer wants done. Be very clear. The buyer wants this particular thing replaced in this particular room in this particular way. Things along those lines. The more specific you can be, the better, because whenever there is some type of a miscommunication, I guarantee you the unhappy buyers are going to come to you because they trust that you are the one that can see this to its proper ending. I hope you found this helpful. If you would like some training for your office, if you would like some classes to be taught, if you need help from a compliance broker in terms of keeping the real estate transactions moving to their best, most efficient and risk-free way possible, please give me a call. I've been in business since 2003 and have been involved in about 270 transactions. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.